Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I'm Jason. As always, my co-host, Mr. Zach Partridge, the voice of MMA in Utah.
What up, dog?
How you doing, sir?
I'm great.
Another Fighter Spotlight interview coming up. We're welcoming Mr. Zachariah Thorne to the podcast, who will be fighting September 8th, right?
5th.
5th. Dang, I knew I put it on there wrong. September 5th on the Fury FC fight card, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Where's that going to be at, Zach?
Out in Houston, Texas.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice.
Houston.
Yeah, I actually had a fight scheduled in Utah at the 28th, but this one just came up and it was a better deal, I guess. So
I'm just looking at you fought up here a couple times. You looks like you fought 2 of your pro fights.
I'm from Utah.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Where are you from?
Yeah, I do you know where Vernal, Utah is?
I sure do.
Oh,
Do you know where Roosevelt, Utah is?
Sure do.
I'm from Roosevelt, Utah.
Okay, I moved to Vegas too.
Yeah, there's just not a ton to do or like no training out there. So
They got the cool dinosaur museum, and that's it.
They do. That's about it.
So before we went on live, we were talking about it. So you actually own a gym in Vegas, right?
Yeah, Amp Personal Fitness. It's an all-women's gym that I worked at it for about a year or two, and then I just kind of bought it and just been working on that for a while. So
really? So do they do? Tell us a little bit about it. Is it classes? Is it personal training?
It's classes. It could be personal training. A lot of it is online now. Honestly, I'd say about 90% of it, just because COVID and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do a lot of it over Discord. Actually, I don't know if you know what that app is.
Oh yeah, I know Discord. Yep.
Discord streaming. That's where I'll do my live classes, and but yeah, there is a gym. It's just most of it's online because of COVID and everything like that. Everybody kind of enjoyed it better.
Crazy.
Yeah,
that's a smart move. You're going for the right demographic there.
Right.
Well, I think
thought it was a good idea.
I think a lot of and I'm not trying to single out females, but a lot of females they want a comfortable place that they can go and not be gawked at and guys staring at them.
100%. It's a good environment for them.
Good. What got you into doing that?
When I was younger, I wanted to be a personal trainer because I felt like it would go good with fighting just on the side until whatever happens. Smart. And I personal trained for I would say about 4 or 5 years. And then I was at AMP working there as a trainer, and then just the offer came up, the opportunity. So now I own it. Nice.
Cool.
Do you do nutrition stuff out of there too, or just training?
Yep. I do nutrition plans, any kind of, like right now I'm training a group of ladies for it's like a Tough Mudder. I think it's called a Girl Mudder. I think that's what it's called, but I'm training them. I'm doing like special training every Saturday for them out there.
Awesome, man. Yeah, that's what I do. I do nutrition consulting, and so I have.
Do you?
I use my PT Hub.
Okay.
So I do their meal plans for them. I do their workouts.
That's a great app. Honestly, it worked phenomenally. I worked for a company that used it, and I loved it.
I mean, for what you pay a month, I think it's like $50 a month, less than $50 a month, and literally it shows videos of everything. They can track macros.
100%. It's nice. It's really nice. I forgot about that. I gotta back into that.
Yeah, I love it, man.
I know a guy.
Yeah, if you ever have questions, hit me up, man. If you got questions about it, hit me up.
I will for sure.
Enough about that. Let's talk about your fight.
Let's talk about punching people in the face.
Punch face. Good old punch face.
So, Zach, you've had a couple of your pro fights were for Mountain Force here in Utah, it looks like, right?
Yep.
Both of them in Utah?
Both of them in Utah. My pro fights were in Utah.
So you had about a year layoff between pro fights, looks like due to COVID pretty much, right? Yeah. Where did you grow the most in that year off?
I would say just application of technique. So I was actually talking about this to one of the amateurs on the team the other day is when you watch people like kickbox or drill grappling, they can look really good, but when you're put in like that high intense situation, people are watching you, there's somebody trying to kill you basically. So I would say that year I grew the most in just applying things on like game planning, because I mean, not to toot my own horn, I'm a great fighter. I know I'm a great fighter, but it's a matter of showing up and being able to do the game plan that you set out with your coaches, not straying off to what you're good at, sticking to what you train. So burn the boats.
Burn the boats, baby.
So I would say my application of technique and just being able to apply it in a high pressure situation.
So how did you train for that?
The biggest way I did it, which my coach Dennis Davis told me a good way to do it, was so usually on sparring days or any kind of day, you like pick your rounds. You go with your friends or people your size and stuff like that, and it's a little more comfortable. So what would I do instead is I would just show up to practice and I wouldn't pick any of my rounds. I would just try to go with random guys or random opponents. Just, they could be from Russia, Dagestan, or anything like that. They could be the guys in the gym nobody wants to go with, because they hit too hard, whatever. So I would just line myself up with like unknowns, people I don't know how to spar. I don't know how they fight. I don't know what to expect. And I would just train with either no music or anything like that, just get used to it, being able to listen to my coaches and hear them so I could actually, function like I would in a fight.
Wow, very cool.
Pretty cool, yeah.
So it's been another year almost since your last fight. Do you feel like you've just gotten better in that, or is there another step or something that you've evolved in that you're really looking forward to showcase?
Tremendously better at my because I'm definitely I have a striking background.
Okay.
But just evolving it for like MMA and wrestling and things like that, it's a lot different. You can't just lunge in there. You're going to get taken down. So I would say just my defensive striking, I feel like I've evolved a ton. Just being able to counter and pick shots and make them shoot or whatever I need, like dictating the fight. I've worked a lot of just being able to dictate where I want the fight to go, whether it's the ground or standing.
That's a huge part of it. Cause especially for strikers and we're so familiar with seeing like, wrestlers kind of always have the advantage, right? Because they can strike. And then as soon as it's not going their way, they can change where the fight takes place. Right.
Yeah.
And so when you come in with the striker base, it's pretty tough to like, to flip that, right? And to be able to be comfortable and if it's not going your way with your striker, you kind of just got to figure it out as a striker.
Right. You got to be able to stop the shot or you're screwed.
Yeah. So, or be able to create a different pace or something. I'm assuming in Extreme Couture, you guys wrestle a lot.
It's a very wrestling heavy gym. So I would say I've got a lot of people shooting on me all the time.
So I asked a former opponent of ours, or not opponent, guest of ours. You mentioned training with Dagestanis.
Mm-hmm.
Can you help shed some light on how us Americans and white people are going to overcome the Dagestani wrestling? Is it beatable at all?
Hammer to the knee. What do we got to do?
It's I while they're asleep with the stick, man. Like
exactly.
Did you hear what Dustin Poirier said?
No, I didn't.
Somebody asked him what tool do you think you wish you could bring different if you had to fight Khabib again? And he said a pistol.
I would 100%, dude. I've grappled some of the guys out there. Who've come from Dagestan. Like I sparred Zabit once. And like I was like, oh, I feel good with the striking. I'm lanky. I got great. And then when he got a hold of me, it's just weird. They just wrestle so much different. It's not a simple double leg. It's constant pressure.
So we had Chris Curtis on the podcast.
Okay,
high level pro fighter, and he said that their chain wrestling, if you will, their steps are different. And so what we do here, that's what we're used to is the chain wrestling. And you transition from this to this, to this, to this, to this. And theirs is a different pattern, if you will. And once you understand what they're doing, then you can do it, but you have to train with them to understand it.
Oh yeah. I would say the biggest key is just keeping your hips low because they transition off stupid. They could go for like a low ankle pick and end up double legging you. It's stupid how it looks. This is my personal, like when I'm watching even Khabib wrestle, it looks sloppy. Like he kind of looks sloppy, like he's just kind of flailing, but that's definitely not it. He's like, it's
methodical.
It's methodical. You know, it's not that power double, just trying to lift them or transitioning to single right off the bat. It's a lot more methodical. It's a smothering wrestling. It smothers you really.
It's got to be good experience to be able to go with guys like that at that level. Because I don't know how many. I mean, I know there's a lot of gyms around the United States, but I don't know how many of them got guys like that coming through there training with them.
I wouldn't say a ton. I mean, honestly, here at Extreme, when I first started at Extreme like 5 years ago, there was just a ton of up and comers, and now people have like Danny Gay, the top 10 in the UFC, Francis Ngannou, the heavyweight champ, and everything like that, who came to Extreme, I think, for the wrestling. And obviously, we saw how he did with Stipe the second time. Yeah, and it's just crazy. The wrestling days we have on Wednesday are it's a breakneck pace, and everybody's going with everybody, and you're gonna end up going with one of the I call them the crazy Russians. They can't pronounce my name very well, so they call me Rose because my Instagram handle is Thorne Rose. So
Thorne Rose, yeah.
That's funny.
Oh man. So go ahead, Zach. I was going to say, what do you know about your opponent coming up on September 5th?
Michael Ashwell. I think Ashwell, is it?
Ashwell.
I'm the Texas kid. He's good for my knowledge. He's got a decent stand up, a decent wrestling, and decent ground game. So I think he's pretty solid. There's no blaring weakness of his. So he's got one pro fight, I think it was. Yeah,
he's 1-0. He won
his pro fight by decision out in Texas for Fury, I believe.
Yep.
5-1 as an amateur.
All of his fights have been for Fury. You are not just the out of town kid being the out of town guy. He is the Fury FC kid. All of his fights have been for Fury FC.
That's fun. I like going to hometowns and breaking people.
Yeah, that was going to be my next guy.
I was going to say, do you relish that?
I do. I love traveling. A huge part of fighting for me is just the travel, going around and fighting different places. And I've always wanted. I haven't been to Texas, so it'll be fun to go fight in Texas. It'll be fun to go fight in a hostile crowd. I think. I don't expect them to be really hostile, but I expect them to be definitely for him.
Good energy.
Going to be loud.
Good energy.
It's Houston, Texas, man. You never know.
It is.
They're
going to support with the nickname like the Houston kid. I'm pretty sure, or the Texas kid.
Oh yeah. After you get your hand raised, though, you got to drop your shorts and say your balls are hot. My balls are hot.
No.
Drop your shorts. Just do it. Do it.
No. Here's the move. You ready? You ready, Zach?
I'm ready.
You knock him out. You got to do the Black Beast and do the whole thing.
Fall on the floor.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
yes.
Dude. You do that. I got $100 with your name on it. You do that.
All right. I keep you do that.
You knock him out and you do that. Yeah, dog.
Oh, we're going viral. We're going to go viral.
Yeah, man. That would be awesome.
Zach's a man of his word, so I know he'll pay up. And we'll be watching too.
All my wins are by finish, first round, except for one, I think.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you see? I mean, I see you're a finisher, and then I'm looking at this kid, and he's, he lost his first fight, and then he's on a 6-fight win streak.
Good win streak.
3 of them are by decision, or 4 of them. 4 of his 6 wins are by decision.
I know he wrestled in high school. I'm pretty sure he's a decent wrestler, and I think just again, like you were saying, when you're standing on the feet and you just not make going your way, you can always get that takedown, and I just think it's just going to be a different type of pressure for me. I'm a very like pressure heavy fighter, and like, I want you to shoot. I'm a great grappler. Like, I want you to shoot. I'm there to make you shoot. Like, I'm there to prove that I'm the better striker. So you're going to shoot on me, so I just expect that he's going to run into some problems with me, because whether I'm standing or on the ground, just the pressure and the threat, because I'm always a threat. I've got knockout power. I've got submissions. I've got 4 knockouts and like 4 submissions. I don't know, honestly, but I just think I bring a different type of pressure and just like breakneck pace to the game. So that's what I'm hoping to go out there and do.
I mean, he's pretty young. He's only 20.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, you're not that old either, but I feel like your age, like just experience and training alone, I feel like 20 is just that's a young pro. Do you feel like that gives you an advantage in your maturity level and being able to deal with some adversity and bigger moments?
I think so. I think the experience I'll bring to it, like whether I get put in a tough situation, he gets put in a tough situation. I think just having the experience of training with top level guys and being like smothered by, you know, wrestlers that I just can't out wrestle, or outstruck by dudes who are just better than me. Like, I'm more used to being put in high pressure situations. I've been in more fights, you know, I've had more time to get that fight IQ, know when to shoot, know when not to shoot, rather than come out there and just, you know, throw a couple right hands and take a shot.
So, and then one thing that I've always been curious about, you have really, really long hair.
I do.
Is that it?
We say best hair in the gym. Best hair in the gym.
Is it? All right.
I'll have best hair in MMA. Just give it a couple.
How does Misha Tate feel about that?
I just got done grappling Misha last week, Tuesday, Monday. I always make the joke when I'm going with somebody with nice hair. I'm like, all right, loser cuts their hair.
Oh.
So it's always a good joke. But
has there ever been an issue in a fight?
Oh yeah, I fought one time for Tough Enough out here in Sam's Town, and I was like, I'll just bun my hair, you know, because I usually will braid it back so it stays out of my face. But like going into the third round, I'm pushing it out of my face. I was like, this was a mistake, and it sucks. Every time I train, somebody steps on it or pulls it, and I'm like, every time I train, I want to cut it, but it's just kind of who I am at this point.
It'd be hard to do, man.
So here's the other thing. Then you go and you just shave it, right? And then you come to the gym and it's new guy at the gym.
Exactly. They all
give yourself a new name and everything.
Yeah.
Just change my name.
You'd be like, hey, my name's Michael. I just moved here from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Exactly. A whole new identity. Shave my face, shave my hair. Totally different person.
Could be a new guy, and then go back to the AME team and just start mopping them, and then
there you go.
Right. We just had amateur tryouts for the team last week.
I saw that. Yeah.
Saturday, I'll shave my head. Come in and be like, oh.
How did that go? Some good amateurs.
It's always fun. And we actually had, out of all of the amateur tryouts I've been to here at Extreme, this was probably the most like talented group we've had. We actually took on quite a few people to the team. I think over 20, which it usually sits around 13 to 12. But
okay, cool.
It was a good turnout. They're always fun to watch because you always get those crazy people that come in. You know, they think they can fight. They're the Conor McGregor. They think they're Conor McGregor, and they just want to, you know, go balls to the wall.
So this is a true story. At the last local fights up here, we had a kid who showed up, and we jokingly kept calling him Cobra Kai because he showed up in like kung fu pants, and then he was like mad at the commission. He's an independent fighter, but he was like mad at the commission that they wouldn't let him fight in his kung fu pants. They're like, no, dude, you need fight shorts. He didn't bring any. So he's like walking around the locker room, like asking if anyone has extra pair of shorts he could wear. God. Like it was crazy. He did like the whole, like, I don't know. I'm not into anime, but like the whole like power charge, like, and ran and like jumped and like tried to punch. I mean, yeah, Roman was there. He saw it.
What promotion was that for?
Still Fist.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Aleko was up here. Was the comment. It was.
Oh yeah.
But it was, dude, it was so wild. And I'm like, I could just see like an amateur tryout, like those types of guys just walking into the gym. And
all
like,
the time, dude. What? It's great to see.
So what does the tryouts entail? Like, do they come in and they train with you guys, or do you guys just watch them train with each other?
So
how does it work?
Bring them in there. We had over 50 people show, or no, it was over 30. I think it was like 38 to 40 something.
Yeah.
And we bring them in. They have to sign a waiver. Like they put information, like if they have any fights, what their experience, where they feel they're lacking, what they feel like they could bring to the team. And then we run them through drills like submissions. We'll call out like Kimura, see who knows a Kimura, who doesn't know a Kimura, you know, or like armbar. If you don't know an armbar, obviously you probably shouldn't be fighting yet. So take a couple more grappling classes. But so we'll run them through that. Then we do live grappling. We pair people up, same size. They come out and just continuously grapple, just keep switching. And then we go into sparring. And then after sparring, we take the standouts and we have the standouts spar each other.
Yeah.
To just see who's like really down, like who can really fight and who's got the most potential. And then we usually give the person with the most potential a like free 3 months at the gym to come train. Nice. So, and a little girl, she's only like 110 pounds. Her name's Julie, just won the 3 months at Extreme.
Really?
She was, I think, don't quote me on this, I think she was a Golden Gloves champ in New York.
Ooh.
I think. But yeah, she was good. She was phenomenal. There's some phenomenal talent there.
Dude, those little girls are vicious. We have a little girl at our gym that trains at our gym. She hasn't even fought yet, but I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, as soon as you lock her in a cage with another girl, she's gonna try and rip somebody's head off.
Oh yeah,
she tries to rip my head off. You know, and she doesn't care. She doesn't care.
She's a good grappler, you know.
Oh, and a great grappler. All right. So I'm sure Roman will be shooting us over her information when she gets
probably most likely. She's phenomenal.
So Zach, how can people watch your fight?
UFC Fight Pass. It will be streamed on UFC Fight Pass.
Sick.
So that's exciting. It'll be my first UFC Fight Pass fight. And most people should know how to use that at this point. Most fight fans, I would think. Just download the app. You know, I think it's $10, but you get a free trial at the beginning anyway. So I'll have actually a lot of people from Utah watching me.
Oh, nice. So do you want to give us a prediction on the fight?
Probably a first round. I'm guessing a first round submission. I think I'm going to go out there. I'm going to crack him. He's going to shoot.
First round knockout.
I like that. I want that. He seems like a tough kid. I feel like he's going to shoot after he gets hit a couple times, though. That's just what I think, you know.
Okay.
Michael, if you're listening, prove me wrong, but I feel like he's not going to be able to hang with me on the feet, and he's going to shoot, and he's going to realize that he probably bit off more than he can chew shooting on me.
You know we're going to be watching it, so we're going to be waiting for you. We're going to be waiting for you to do it.
I got that. I'm going to claim that $100, man. I'm coming for it.
The crowd's going to go crazy. The crowd's going to go crazy.
It's going to go crazy, and you'll be welcome because you'll go viral for doing it.
Oh,
and then I'll kick you $100. It'll be all good.
There we go.
Do you have any sponsors you want to give a shout out to before we let you get out of here?
Yeah. First off, my management team, Roman Athletic Institution. Roman's taken amazing care of me. He's gotten me great fights. This deal I just made with the Fury, it's a 4-fight contract. Like it's great.
Oh, congratulations!
Sweet, yeah, congratulations.
It's phenomenal, a huge step in my career. I feel. I said Contenders Clothing, and then shoot, I think it's. Can't remember the name. Look at me forgetting my freaking sponsor.
It's all good, man.
Putting you on the spot. Hey, what's up with
Roman should have given you a heads up.
So what's up with everybody down there? Pretty much all the guys that we've interviewed the last week, well, 3 or 4 of the guys, everybody's sponsored by Contender. Do you guys? Do they have something with the gym down there?
No. So Roman, my manager, he got in good with them. So all of his athletes, he just got it. Like it's phenomenal. I've got like fight shorts and fight shirts all the time, which I need a ton of. So they're great. They take good care of us.
Hook us up, Roman.
Right. I'm sure if you hit him up, he could get you something.
Zach will model some Contender underwear on the podcast.
Oh yeah, look at this. How can I not? I've actually done some modeling. So
you and Trent, are you on there with? Are you on Fremont Street with Trent?
Doing Chippendales?
Oh no, I'm not that pretty. I'm not that pretty. I don't have that type of body on me.
Come on, dog.
Oh man. All right, Zach. We'll be watching you fight September 5th. We will let you get out of here, man. Appreciate you joining us. And
thank you for having me on. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. Zach. I look forward to watching a big knockout. I mean, if you choke him unconscious, you could do it too. I don't
still
care.
do it.
Yeah, I mean, I want to knock him out. It's funny.
All right. Excuse me. All right, brother. Have a good day, man. Thanks again for joining us.
Take care. Thank you.
Thanks, Zach.
We out.